What's up, my guys? Today I talk about how I stopped craving sugar and I take you through a chest, biceps, and shoulder workout. Let's get into the video. If you knew me when I was younger, you knew that I had the biggest sweet tooth on planet Earth, right? I used to love all kinds of juices. I used to love all the pastries, all the little Haribo gummy bears, all those things. Love them, right? I remember I used to love grape juice and apple juice. And I moved to US and I found Ocean Spray, and once it's called Ocean Spray, it was over. Like, I used to kill all of them. I used to get all the white cran, the white cran apple, the white cran strawberry, cranberry, white cran grape, cran and grape, or any kind of Ocean Spray flavor that is out there, man. I promise you, I've already tried it and loved it. All right, so I used to be super addicted to juice, even to the point I was dating a girl at the time, and her dad was like, after school we always went back to her place, and her dad always used to be like, every day when we know you're coming over, we go to the store and get like 5 Ocean Sprays just to make sure that we have you covered. Okay? Because I always drink so much juice. I used to drink so much juice, man. Like, literally my pee would be like dark. Like, when I say I'm not, like, it was bad, bro. Like, it was really bad. Like, my pee used to be like not even golden yellow, bro. It was like dark gold, like very dark yellow, right? So that's because I used to drink so much juice and almost no water. Like, I basically would drink juice and then a little bit of water here and there, right? Yeah, so that's how it used to be, right? So I used to just love juice, drinking too much, way too much, even while I was hooping. How I ended up not drinking juices anymore was when I moved to US. I had a bunch of friends that were on the basketball team as well, and in that group, they all had this thing where we would not drink juices, we would not drink like sodas and juices. We would maybe drink like fruit juice, if it's like an actual 100% apple juice, whatever, we would drink that, but we would not drink anything else. Like, that would be like the thing. And if they would see me, if they would catch me like somewhere, drinking soda, like, I'll get shunned. So like, you get like made fun of by everybody, because it's just like we were athletes, and in the athlete mindset that we were like, we're not doing these things. So because the whole group didn't drink juice, eventually I was able to stop drinking juice and focus on like water and that kind of stuff. Because I was surrounded by people that all didn't drink juice, didn't drink sodas, right? I was like almost forced to not drink those things as well. This is way before I started like lifting properly, and also this is like back in high school, right? And the fact that I had this friend group that was super anti sodas and juice and like basically those sugary drinks, it forced me to adhere to that as well. And that's how I became like almost overnight, I swapped out all my juices for water, and that's how I became like a non-sweet drinker. I think due to the social pressure, like the kind of group dynamic, it made it super easy for me to quit drinking sweet drinks. Like, it wasn't even like a second thought. If it was that easy to quit these things, right? Because I was in the right circle, that can apply for everything. So anywhere I now think about things I want to quit, I was trying to find people that already do what I don't want to do, and then they kind of allowed me or forced me to behave a certain way, because in the group, this behavior is now no longer accepted, if that makes sense. That was how I took care of the sweet drinks. But that's just one part of the sugar spectrum, right? The other part, the bigger part, actually is the snacking and the pastries, the gummy bears, those kind of things, right? And how I got rid of that was basically, for me, my biggest issue was always like the late night cravings. Like, I will do good all the day, then it'll be like towards the end of the day, like 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 9 p.m. And that's where I started, getting the craving. And I'll rush to the store and go, empty out the snack out. I used to have this thing where I will get one sweet, I'll get like 2 sweet things and like one savory thing to like balance it out a little bit. So that's what I used to do. The way I stopped that habit was basically, because I have a sweet tooth and I just ate the savory thing as like a way to balance out the sweetness, I started having like a savory only rule. So if I had a craving, I could only buy savory things. So I could only buy like chips or like pretzels, like basically snacks that aren't really that fire. And so it would take basically a lot of effort for me to get up and go to the store just to buy something I don't really even want anyway, right? So if I really wanted the snack, I could only get like savory things. And that alone made me like snack less and have cravings less, because to me it was like, I don't even want to eat this. Like, I actually want something sweet, but I can't have sweet things. So the savory thing isn't really a substitute for the sweet thing. Does it make sense? So like, it's like, I'm not going to ruin my diet for the day and mess up my calories for something savory that I don't really want. No. So it's not even worth it for me to go. So like that rule, this one savory rule, made me now have less late night cravings because I was not forced to choose between not snacking or snacking that I don't even want. And that kind of made it easier for me to not snack. Does that make sense? So that was now how I took care of these things. But the next problem I had was that when I go on these diets, to diet down, get lean, I would have this problem where I will get in this vicious cycle of craving snacks throughout the entire day. And I noticed that because on the days where I ate sugary carbs early in the morning, it made me crave sugary carbs for the rest of the day. So it made me like, let's say I have in the morning I have like breakfast and I eat like pancakes, for example, right? It's gonna make me now crave sugar and higher carb foods for the rest of the day. So kind of like by getting my morning started wrong, it kind of messed up my entire day. It made it harder for me to stay on target because I was craving snacks more and more and more. So what I started doing on my diets now, when I'm on these diets where I lower my carbs, lower my carbs, I do this thing now where I move my carbs to the end of the day. So now instead of having my carbs in the morning, it's gonna basically make me more prone to craving carbs throughout the day. I move the carbs to the end of the day. I start my day usually now with protein and fats only when I'm on these diets. So by doing it this way, right, I don't crave carbs that much throughout the day. So then when I have the highest craving, which is towards the end of the day, I can now have my carbs that I basically saved up in the morning at night. That's how I was able to kind of still diet down, even though I technically still have a sweet tooth. These little strategies helped me fight off the sweet tooth because I was able to kind of work around it and find different ways to trick my mind into not having a sweet tooth, right? So now to recap, I had to get rid of the sweet drinking habit. I did that by allowing social pressure to force me to stop drinking sweet drinks. That was the first step. The second step was taking care of the cravings by implementing the one savory snack rule. The one savory rule made me feel like it was not even worth it to snack anymore because I could only snack on things I didn't really want. I don't have a savory tooth, I have a sweet tooth. So I couldn't eat anything sweet. It was like almost like, what's the point? That one rule cut my snacking down a lot. And then lastly, the issue with the snacking of the day, with the cravings, right? That kind of only happens, or it's only really a problem when I'm dieting. When I diet down, I then do this thing where I just restructure my diet, my meals in the day, to move my carbs to end of day. So that way I don't crave, I don't start my cravings off early on. And if I have increasing cravings of the day, I get towards 4 or 5 p.m. where it's gonna be the highest. Then I'm very close to my first carb heavy meal, where it's gonna basically carry me throughout the night and basically lower my cravings overall. So by doing these things, I was able to kind of fend off my sugar cravings and my sugar addiction long term. That way I can be in shape even though I'm a fat person at heart. Like in my deepest of my hearts, I would be eating, donuts and gummy bears and pastry all day long, right? But with these little strategies, I was able to kind of fight off that craving and get into shape. So that's it for the video, my guys. All right, if you have any questions, leave them below. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, and flex check.